What's going on, everybody? It's QBZ. Welcome to the special equipment vendor reset buyer's guide for July 16th. Welcome out, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. This will be a detailed description of what you should buy at the special equipment vendor. I would go into the DZ03, but I hate the dark zone and I refuse to go participate in the dankness. Overall, these guns are alright, I would say. There's nothing really that captures my eye. First, we're going to start off with the historian. Has prepared, intense, and harmful. I would definitely pass on this one, especially with a 204 gear score. It's alright. However, I would just pass on it. I'm not a fan of intense, and I am not a fan of harmful. They are very useless in the end game. The next up is the military G36. Has provident, it has talented, and it has focus. Especially with the most recent nerf, the G36 is still a great gun, but however, this one has two really bad rolls, and even with re-rolling, you really can't fix it. The only other thing I can think of is focus, because I like to hold on to my skills to when I need it, and that extra 13% damage boost is kind of awesome. However, just looking at focus, that's the only thing redeeming quality out of this gun. I would definitely pass on this. The next one up is the MK46. Sorry for stuttering there a little bit, guys. It has dominant, ferocious, and competent. I'm a big fan of the ferocious skill. Dominant, I feel like this is another gun that has one really good perk, one really good talent out of 3, and nowadays I'm more of a guy that needs 2 out of 3 for it to be highly recommended. I would definitely pass on this, and I would mostly pass on this last gun just because it is a 182 gear score, which would definitely drop you down pretty low. But it does have vicious, commanding, and talented. I just would pass on the guns today. I would just pass on all the guns here. Definitely pass on all the guns. And other than that, yeah, pass on those. Alright, guys, now we are in the other special equipment vendor. Let's see what he's got for us here. Okay, so it's a completely different stock, but these guns I would almost actually prefer to suggest to get, but they're still pretty lower gear score. The first up is a historian with the same rolls. That was the one above, but however, we got the tactical super 90 SBS with commanding, deadly, and determined. Big fan of deadly. I was going to aim with shot for crits with shotguns anyway, and I'm always going to have pulse going, so that's definitely a good perk. And commanding, every kill performed while a signature skill active extends duration by 19%. I would probably end up rolling that, and killing a target reduces skill cooldowns by 9% with determined. I think this is a pretty good shotgun. It definitely has 2 out of 3. You can definitely re-roll that first one for one that you will actually end up using more. The next up is the tactical vector 45 ACP. This one has provident, which is trash. Commanding and capable. I would definitely pass on this gun. It's just definitely not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. However, this one is really interesting. This military scar. The only bad thing about this scar is that it's 182 gear score. And this isn't just a regular SCAR, this is a SCAR marksman rifle. Usually I try to avoid SCAR marksman rifles because they're meh, and you can usually get something better, such as a first wave M1A1 or just an M1A1 in general. However, this one has vicious critical hit chance is increased by 13% while at full health. Cool-headed, performing a headshot reduces all skill cooldowns by 5.5%. And this is the most interesting talent on this gun that would definitely give me a reason to give it a second look. With this, you're going to be plugging away anyway. It's got a pretty high rate of fire, so if your aim is good and you equip the right mods on it to increase headshot damage, to increase accuracy, to increase that initial bullet accuracy, you'll be able to take advantage of this cool-headed. However, with 182 gear score, there's probably going to be a lot of people who are not running a firearms electronics build, so it might be tough for players around that lower 180 to 200 gear score to actually be able to run 1890 electronics. Firearms, I don't see that being a big deal, but for electronics, that could be a huge deal. And then the final talent is capable. So if I were to get this gun, I would definitely reroll the vicious, because in in-game, how often are you going to be at full health? Even if you're back way in the distance, you're going to get sniped by a shotgunner anyway. So yeah, those are my recommendations for this week. If the most interesting gun to pick out of this is definitely the Tactical Super 90 SBS or the Military Scar H, if you just wanted to mix it up and try something different, because that cool-headed perk, if you can get that requirement met, it is definitely something very interesting to have. I might try to reroll that on one of my snipers as well. So guys, let me know down below what you guys expect to get. What do you see is going to be pretty dope? I will see you guys later on today for a Destiny stream Sunday, hopefully. Plan on playing some Division more, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Never a requirement. Just appreciate you guys being here. Have a wonderful day, and remember, welcome to the Bear Cave. Peace.